Ever felt like you're in a financial catch-22? You want to monitor your credit score to make sure everything's okay, maybe even improve it, so you sign up for a free credit monitoring service like Credit Karma. But then you start to wonder, could the very act of checking my credit hurt my score? That's the question we're tackling today, because it's a concern I hear all the time, and frankly, it's a valid one. Let's rewind a bit. Why do we even care about credit scores in the first place? Well, your credit score is essentially a 3-digit number that tells lenders how likely you are to repay a loan. It's a key factor when you're applying for things like mortgages, car loans, credit cards, and even sometimes rentals. A good credit score can unlock lower interest rates, better loan terms, and more financial opportunities. A bad one? Well, it can make it harder to get approved for credit at all, or saddle you with sky-high interest rates. So, how is this mysterious number calculated? The most widely used credit scoring model is FICO, and it considers several factors. These include your payment history. Do you pay your bills on time? Amounts owed. How much of your available credit are you using? Length of credit history. How long have you been using credit? New credit. Have you recently opened multiple accounts? And credit mix. Do you have a variety of credit accounts, like credit cards, installment loans, and mortgages? Now, where does Credit Karma fit into all of this? Credit Karma is a popular free credit monitoring service that provides you with access to your credit reports and scores from 2 of the major credit bureaus, TransUnion and Equifax. It also offers tools like credit score simulators, which can help you understand how certain actions might affect your score. It's a convenient way to keep an eye on your credit health. But here's the crucial point. Credit Karma uses the VantageScore 3.0 model, not the FICO score. While both are designed to assess creditworthiness, they use slightly different algorithms and weigh certain factors differently. This means the scores you see on Credit Karma may not perfectly match the FICO scores lenders use. This difference is the source of much confusion and sometimes anxiety. So, back to our original question, can using Credit Karma hurt your credit score? The short answer is no. Checking your credit score on Credit Karma does not directly lower your score. This is because Credit Karma uses what's called a soft inquiry or soft pull. A soft inquiry occurs when you check your own credit, or when a business checks your credit for pre-approval offers. These types of inquiries do not affect your credit score. On the other hand, when you apply for a new credit card, loan, or mortgage, the lender performs a hard inquiry or hard pull. Hard inquiries can slightly and temporarily lower your credit score, typically by a few points. This is because lenders see multiple hard inquiries in a short period as a potential sign of financial distress. They might think you're desperately seeking credit because you're in trouble. It's important to differentiate between these 2 types of inquiries. Using Credit Karma, or any similar credit monitoring service that uses soft inquiries, is like checking your own temperature with a thermometer. It gives you valuable information about your health, but it doesn't actually change your health. Applying for new credit, which results in hard inquiries, is more like undergoing a medical procedure. It can have a temporary impact. Now, there's a related concern that sometimes gets mixed up with the Credit Karma question. People worry that constantly checking their credit, even with soft inquiries, might somehow trigger red flags with lenders. This is also a myth. There's no limit to how often you can check your own credit report or score through services like Credit Karma. You can check it daily if you want, and it won't negatively impact your credit. However, there's a subtle nuance here. While checking your credit on Credit Karma itself won't hurt your score, the actions you take based on what you see on Credit Karma can have an impact. Let me explain. Let's say you see on Credit Karma that your credit utilization is high. Credit utilization is the percentage of your available credit that you're using. It's a significant factor in your credit score, and generally, keeping it below 30% is recommended. So, if you see that your utilization is high, you might decide to open a new credit card to increase your available credit and lower your utilization. Now, opening a new credit card will result in a hard inquiry, which, as we discussed, can temporarily lower your score. Furthermore, if you open multiple new accounts in a short period, it can raise red flags with lenders. So, the act of opening the new card, not checking your credit on Credit Karma, is what has the potential to affect your score. Similarly, if you see negative information on your credit report through Credit Karma, like late payments or collections accounts, that information was already impacting your score before you checked it on Credit Karma. Credit Karma is simply showing you what's already there. Addressing those negative items, like making on-time payments going forward, is what will ultimately help improve your score, but it takes time. So, to recap, Credit Karma itself does not hurt your credit score. It uses soft inquiries, which have no impact. The scores you see on Credit Karma are based on the VantageScore 3.0 model, which is different from the FICO score lenders typically use. While the scores may not be identical, Credit Karma is still a valuable tool for monitoring your credit health and identifying potential problems. The key takeaway is to understand the difference between soft and hard inquiries. Soft inquiries are harmless, while hard inquiries can have a temporary impact. Be mindful of the actions you take based on the information you see on Credit Karma, as those actions, not the act of checking your credit, are what can affect your score. Using Credit Karma responsibly can actually be beneficial for your credit health. It allows you to track your progress, identify errors on your credit report, and stay on top of your finances. It's about being informed and proactive, not fearful. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.